When I first met Aaron, he was a news editor and I just came in as a copy editor the first semester of my freshman year. And as far as the newspaper goes, copy editors are kind of the bottom rung. They don't get paid, they're not really a part of the editorial process more than an hour a week, but he made it a point to know me. That was the first time that I knew that there was something special about Aaron as a leader.
He always remains calm and has a really specific faith in me and being able to get things done, which drives me to actually pull it off all of the time. This year I found Aaron to be, the news staff entirely, to be amazingly supportive and willing to speak with me whenever I needed to, or willing to work with me whenever I've needed someone to lean on, and vice versa. I've been more than willing to talk to other people, and I think that's the direct result of Aaron's leadership.
Tell me about the time when the 5 of you went down to Occupy Wall Street.
It was during the whole Occupy Wall Street movement, of course, and we decided to do it up front. So it was Aaron, a multimedia person, a photographer, and myself. We all went down in the early morning, actually. It was like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, and he drove for 5 hours over there to get us there, and then he drove us back also 5 hours. And we spent the whole day in New York City. Just interviewing people and taking a lot of shots and trying to get a story out of it. And it was just really journalism at its best. It was great for everyone, especially for me, who I had no experience covering something that big. So it was good to have someone like Aaron, like a mentor, to guide us around the place. It was great.
We cover anything from social issues, breaking news, local events, on-campus events, academics, anything like that. So we covered a lot of that last semester, kind of on a week-to-week basis, but we went into this semester really wanting to take on some investigative projects. So we decided, Aaron leading it, that IC 2020, which is the college's comprehensive plan for the next 10 or so years, we decided that we want to break that down and cover each of the components and investigate each initiative. There's 15 initiatives. So we organized a team of 6 reporters, Aaron and I included, and we basically just broke it down, and now we are setting deadlines each week, and we're going forward with each of the initiatives and seeing what comes out.
I think we've both had experiences in newsrooms at school where we felt like minorities, we felt like out of the loop. Actually, he wrote a commentary in the Ithacan about diversity in the newsrooms, and there was an anecdote there where he said he was at a press conference, I believe, and he was sitting there with a photographer and he was taking notes, and an old man, I think it was a white old man, he came up to him and said, you know, 20 years ago you wouldn't even be here.
He came to college when he was only 16 years old. He's a senior now at 19 and about to move out into the world and, you know, work for the New York Times, which is astounding. But if you sit down and you talk to him about all the things he's experienced in his past, all the places he's been, and all of the hoops he's had to leap through in order to get to the internships he wanted, the jobs he wanted, the positions he wanted, there's no denying that he has overcome adversity.
The school, he's even been selected as for the school's marketing campaign for admissions as someone who is going to be used as advertising for the school.
The READY program is basically a new way to brand Ithaca College and show how students are applying what they've learned at the school to their career paths. And I think Aaron's really been able to do that well in journalism, a field that's constantly changing, constantly evolving, and kind of tough to keep up in. So on the READY campaign, Aaron has, there's a few photos of Aaron within his job settings at the AP and also the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Aaron is just a very funny guy.
Talk about his rapping.
He loves Nicki Minaj.
His car's name is Nicki for Nicki Minaj, and we were driving around interviewing people in town, and he would just burst out into song the entire car ride. I thought that we were going to crash at some points, and he's just like, he's just spontaneous. But then exactly when we were doing that, on the assignment, we were doing that interview. As soon as he got there, he was just like super professional.
Last semester was my first semester, and it just feels like a big family.